It is with our deepest sorrow that we announce the death of our beloved husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, Vincent David, affectionately known as Vince, Dave or Vincent Rightcom. He passed away on December 11th, 2015 at 1:20 p.m. at his residence in Magritude, Moshi. He was 73 years old. He is survived by and leaves to mourn his loving wife, Philomene David, better known as Lucille of Magritude, Moshi. 6 daughters: Dionysia Clement of Pebush, Babono, better known as Diane; Yvette David of Magritude, Moshi; Magdalene David of Kawef, Moshi; Mildred David of Mornier; Teresa Holman, better known as Doreen of Almondale Union; and Morena Marius, better known as Yolin of Bize, Castries, and family. 2 sons, Gregory David residing in St. Eustatius, and Peter Sixtus David residing in Plateau, Babono. 32 grandchildren: Stephanie Clement Jabatis and her husband, Hubert Jabatis of Lattock Road, Castries; Judy Clement and her fiancé, Marvin Maffre of Mornier, Groselet; Natalie Clement of Pebush, Babono, employed with Sandals Halcyon; Dion Clement of Pebush, Babono; Ivana David of Magritude, Moshi, 2015 Carnival Queen; Anthea David of Magritude, Moshi; Glenn Jacob of Kawef, Moshi; Prince David of Kawef, Moshi, employed with Steve's Air Conditioning Services; Melina Jacob of Kawef, Moshi; Vincentia Jacob of Kawef, Moshi, employed with Sanders Grant; Joeline Jacob, a student of Sir Arthur Lewis Community College; Cyril Marius of Plateau, Babono; Jana David residing in Canada; Bradley David of Magritude, Moshi; Wayne Breedy of Mon Fortune; Sharika David residing in Barbados; Stuart St. Edward of Mornier, employed with Bank of St. Lucia; Milan David and Melanie David of Mornier; Alik David and Ayana David residing in St. Eustatius, and Skivid David, Skide David and Antoine Peter David, all of Plateau, Babono. 5 great-grandchildren: Christian David of Soufra, Maya Maffre of Mornier, Tiana Jacob of Lacroix, Babono, Brianna David of Magritude, Moshi, and Zena Jacob of Kawef, Moshi. Godchildren: Francis Maffre of Plateau, Babono, Delphia Paul of Babono, Stanislas Paul, better known as Mashup of Lafayette. 3 sons-in-law: Stephen Clement of Pebush, Babono, Preston Jacob of Kawef, Moshi, Cleus Herman of Almondale Union. 2 daughters-in-law: Laverne David residing in St. Eustatius, Skeeter David of Plateau, Babono. 3 brothers: Joseph David, Anthony David, John David, all of Magritude, Moshi. 3 sisters: Cecilia Richard of Tidofair, Moshi, Catherine David of Magritude, Moshi, Anne Reynolds residing in French Guiana. Nephews: Alan and Maurice Reynolds residing in French Guiana. Julian Shaw of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, Aloysius Richard and his wife Catherine of Tidofair, Theophilus Richard, better known as Irvin, Josephat Bissett and family residing in Grenada, Sylvester Bissett and family residing in the USA, Aaron David of Magritude, Moshi, Lloyd David of Magritude, Moshi, employed with Topstone Fabrication, and Marcel David of Magritude, Moshi, employed with Glass Motors. Nieces: Sister Antonia David, who is also his goddaughter; Tekla Norley of Magritude, Moshi, employed with Glass Motors; Dorothy Richard of Tidofair; Christian Reynolds residing in French Guiana; Angelica Bissett of Magritude, Moshi, employed with the Children's Home in Ciceron; Carissa David and Chrissy David of Magritude, Moshi; Sophia Richard of Rodney Bay.
Marphil Jean residing in Canada.
Brothers-in-law: Antoine Marius, better known as Anage of Moshi; Frederick Richard of Tidofair, Moshi; Michael Delaire, better known as Michaud, residing in the USA; Charles Delaire, better known as Dixon, residing in the U.S., Stanford Delaire, better known as Rudolph, residing in the U.S., George Delaire, better known as Francis of Marisil; Sylvester Delaire, better known as Shine of Laguerre, Babono; Joshua Joseph, better known as Baby Boy, residing in Puerto Rico; René Reynolds residing in French Guiana, and Freddie Delaire residing in St. Croix. Sisters-in-law, Mary Ann George, better known as Eldrina of Marguerite, Marie Delaire, better known as Lucy of Garababonneau, Veronica David, Cecilia David, and Cynthia David, all of Marguerite Morshy, Selma George, better known as Celine of Odeon, cousins Electra Joseph of St. Croix, Norita Conibert and family of Montciton, the de Turville family of Montciton, Emma Charles and Francisca Charles of Laborne, the Charles family of Laborne, the Lewis family of Pébouche Babonneau, the Lecomte family of Laborne, the Gasper family of Vieux-Sequi, Fly and family of Vieux-Sequi, the Bruno family of Grand Rivière Groselet, the David family of Gara and Bourgis, the Duncan family of Laborne, Tiramo and Plateau, the Alcindor family of Tilofer, Itis and family of Gara Babonneau, Sixtus and family of Vieux-Fort, the Docity family of Laguerre Babonneau, the Heliodore family of Rivière-Mita, the Jacob family of Laborne, the Saintville family of Laguerre. Best friends, Cyril Henry of Gara Babonneau, Jason Castro and Funty of Groselet, Ulrich George and wife Catherine George, better known as Deborah of Caille-Magie. Close family friends, Morena Joseph of Marguerite Morshy, Diana Thomas of Beauséjour Groselet. The Joseph family of Degazon, Morrison Walcott and family of Marisil, Robert Volson of Montgiro, Mr. and Mrs. Anthony Paul of Marguerite Morshy, Unifa Alexander of Marguerite Morshy, Rita Williams, better known as Grace of Chassé Babonneau, Vincentia Victor, better known as Popot of Marguerite Morshy, the entire Marguerite community, many other family members and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service for the late Vincent David, affectionately known as Vince, Dave, or Vince Rightcom, will be held on Wednesday, December 30th, 2015 at 2:30 p.m. at the St. Joseph the Worker Church in Groselet. The body will then be laid to rest at the Groselet Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, Vidbouteille, Castries. May he rest in peace.